time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking mouse, TJ Bowser, and joining me as always, your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And here to protect and serve is Detective Bob.
Ooh.
That still makes me laugh. I don't know why.
We've gone up from officer
What's
to
going,
detective.
everybody?
Yes, I like it.
Next year, he can be
Lieutenant.
special agent.
Oh, special agent Amo.
He has to wear glasses.
Hey,
the
yeah.
whole time. So, guys, today is January 4th, 2021, the first episode of the new year. But first, you know what time it is. It's time for your Slice of Life. Big Johnny D, what did you do?
Well, sir, I rang in the new year with my small little family, and it was very nice. Didn't go anything out crazy like that, and pretty much just game till super late in the morning.
Nice.
Yes, very nice. Just been playing Remnant. I did pick up some stuff on Steam. As you can tell, I've reorganized the desk a little bit, so I went back to the older camera angle, but get a little bit wider of a shot. Ooh. The Cunt Puncher 3000.
I'm stealing that
Brody.
name, Brody. I'm stealing that name.
That, you know what? I feel like that would be a name of a wrestler back in WrestleMania 2000 on 64. I probably could have made
Oh no, that's a finisher right there. That is a finishing move.
the Cunt Puncher 3000.
The Cunt Puncher
No, that's
3000.
no. That's when you're in the other room and you hear them going, and you go, "Cunt puncher."
Oh no, man! Other than that, just enjoying myself. Got all the Christmas decorations down, so we are fully back to norm. Out of the holidays, back to work. Other than that, man, just enjoying myself, and hopefully got a few more upgrades for the show on the way. I would like to get a. What'd you call it again? It was a ring light.
Yeah, it's a ring light.
Ring light. All right. Yeah, I gotta get one of those.
Overhead ring light.
Overhead ring light.
It,
Yeah,
it might even say like selfie ring light or something like that.
that's fine. Okay, so I was looking at
It
the
has
selfie
like a-
ones, but I
yeah,
feel like the selfie ones were smaller.
Well,
So,
this one's the one I showed you. It's a pretty good size, and it said selfie on it because it has this little phone holder that goes in the middle.
Oh, fair
Mine
enough.
does not have that.
Ooh,
Mm.
Oh shit!
No, other than that, man, I enjoyed this movie, and I actually did enjoy it. And I know I've kind of shit on the other two Hellraisers when we reviewed them, but no, this is a fun one.
no, I think you liked the second one. It was the first one you didn't.
No,
like.
the second one I did enjoy, yes, but this one I felt I enjoyed more.
This one is a pretty fun movie.
And you know what? I think even you gentlemen told me when we reviewed the first one that I would much prefer this one.
Yeah.
Just from going off of styles and shit. But other than that, man, just enjoying myself. Chad, how you been, brother?
I've been well. I haven't been doing much. We had a nice little 4-day weekend off from work. Let's see. What did I do? I just hung out with the family, stayed home on New Year's Eve like we always do. Rang in the new year with the wife and kids. Other than that, just played some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. TJ's dancing around like a sexy stud back there.
Oh,
Got to get them Jimmy legs out.
that's right.
what
Gotta
else
shake it.
I don't think I really did much of anything else. Just kind of hung out, cleaned house.
Nice.
Yeah,
What's up, Chelsea?
I don't really think.
Jobbert is a nickname of mine. Okay. In order to
On the
explain-
show, it confuses things because
Yes.
That's why I'm like, huh?
Yes. So if you take my name, it's John Robert. And so my cousins and everything else used to always call me Jobbert. And yeah, just kind of went from there. Sorry.
You upset Steve.
all right.
He wanted short shorts.
you got to wait until the rest of the leather comes in for the humongous cosplay.
Ooh. Tease me with that.
Fair enough.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, other than that, just watched this movie. Yeah, pretty quiet weekend here at the household. Got our stimulus check, and it's just sitting in the bank.
I don't even know if I've gotten ours yet. Have you guys got yours?
Yeah, I got mine. I think yesterday, maybe.
It's just going to go right into the savings anyways.
Yeah.
Although,
I might have ironically used mine to buy a giant neon sign that says Pussy Palace for the studio.
Well,
studio or
worth
bedroom?
the money.
Nope, studio.
I only hope it was a buy one, get one free, so you could have just had one for both.
Yeah, it'll be behind me in about 2 weeks.
I told him
Is
he
it
had to
neon
send
pink?
it to me.
Please tell me it's neon
It's
pink.
neon red. It'll be blue. It'd be like a Jalo thing.
I really hope you're not kidding.
Oh, I'm
He's
not kidding at
not.
all.
Oh my god, that's great.
You know, some people have,
I'm excited.
That made my night. I can't wait to see
you know,
that.
some people have on-air signs. I have declarations of.
Pussy Palace.
If you guys look in the group chat, you can see a picture of said Pussy Palace chat. Sign. But yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's perfect.
I believe my lovely fiance is watching because she's
Oh god,
reacting.
how big is it? Relatively speaking, about how big
Oh,
is this
14 by 8
inches?
Okay.
Yes.
That's not bad.
That'll look good back there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I also found, well, I guess since I kind of transitioned into the Pussy Palace thing,
I
I'll
love
take
it,
away
dude.
before Bobby, right? Before Bobby
That's going to
goes,
give off
All
like
that
the
time,
best,
all right.
like nicest, like lighting, dude. Like,
Well-
I can't get over it.
I'm getting this light that mounts on my wall that's an RGB light. So it's called a wall washer and it will wash the wall in solid color. So I'm gonna mount that and put blue and have my 5600K light do red. So I'll have Jalo lighting and the neon light back there that says Pussy Palace running on every fucking stream. So I'll have movie quality Jalo lighting with a neon sign. Does it get better than that?
That's great.
And then also this week, me and Corey Kaufman tag team this, and we managed to find a screen matched Evil Dead 2 tape recorder. And I got it. It's in working condition. We got matching tape reels. So that's going to be up there in a couple weeks. I made room, as you can tell.
really?
Yeah. So I'll have that. That's going to be an awesome piece to have. And then I got a couple movies in. I'm not going to do movie time. I'm going to wait until the rest of my movies get in.
Movie time.
And then I'll do like a movie haul video because I'm getting like a bunch of Giallo and Dario Argento films in. I kind of want to talk about them individually as I get them, but I started watching this crazy Black Cat movie from 1989 today. It is vomit. There's green vomit. It is absolutely insane. It's like
Is
the
it
most
like
poorly
pea
edited
soup
film
vomit?
ever. Huh?
Is it like pea soup vomit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
That's the only kind of vomit that is
But
acceptable.
a little bit else, little behind the scenes stuff. You guys couldn't tell. Things are a little bit different here on the Gore N More stream. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Things are definitely in 1080p now. We got a little different layout going on here, a little bit different functions. So I hope you're enjoying the upgrades. I told you the new year will bring up a new level of quality, and here we go, baby, delivering as always. So let's shift things on over to Bobby Amone.
Hi, that's me.
Poor neglected Bobby.
Never.
what do you got? It's a bad day. No, I'm kidding. I had a 4-day weekend, much like Chad down there. So I was just chilling, hanging out with friends, watching some new horror movies that came out recently. I watched on Saturday that movie, His House, on Netflix. I recommend it. Please check it out. It actually is a very good film, I feel. It's well done and definitely original to a good extent. So I would check it out. Pretty creepy. And of
Nice.
course, I watched this beautiful film. Now, I did like it, but there's just small things that kind of made me mad. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
It just, it's more continuity and like that kind of shit. So, but
Milo, share away, brother. Share
Yeah, right.
away.
You don't
We'll get
ever have to
into it.
ask about
We're gonna
that.
get into it. Can't start with that.
John,
But,
real quick.
what?
Did you get the new Mountain Dew, the watermelon yet?
No, I have not.
What about the
Sorry.
Doritos?
The 3D
Oh, yeah.
Doritos back?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, baby. I've been looking for them. I haven't found them yet, but I'm looking
Me
for
too.
them ranch.
Me too.
Good, man.
Question, actually, can you guys send me the show notes? I don't have them.
How do
Chad,
you not have them?
Oh,
I don't know.
Should.
I usually get your email, but I didn't get it.
That is so weird. Let me send it again.
I'm like, that's why I've been like looking really hard over here at my laptop. I'm like, where the fuck are these things, dude? I can't find them in my docs. I
Hey,
can't find them in
John,
my-
you know
Yo.
what would help with that?
What's up, buddy?
A laptop mount. I mean,
Well, I mean, I do still have some Christmas money.
I could send you a link, brother. It's like $60 and it's a great investment.
Okay,
Did
buddy.
my wife yell at you already for that to not give me ideas?
She did.
No.
She's gonna watch
She knows
this and
better.
start screaming at her phone.
She knows better, dude. Yeah, right. She might be right now, dude. Sometimes
Probably.
Sarah's watching. She's
Nice.
messaging me.
Hi, Sarah. She's probably like, you're not getting
Hey,
that
Bobby,
time.
talk about that shirt you're wearing.
Ooh, what you wearing? Yeah.
See here, everybody out there watching with my big chest. Gore N More
baby.
t-shirts. You know where you got to get it because we're going to have to find out later when we put in our beautiful sponsors part of the show. Don't look like an
Not this
asshole.
week.
Don't look like a fucking idiot. Get one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to look like a sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Tyree.
Just like me.
Whoa, you got the double bicep today. It's been
That's
a
right.
while.
Right.
Well, 2021.
Good.
Got to start the year off the right way, you know?
There we
Yeah.
go.
But other than that, it's actually been a nice quiet weekend. So I'll take that to bring in the new year. TJ, take it away.
Okay, guys. So to start off 2021, we got a banger of an episode for you today. And that is, of course, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth from 1992, directed by Anthony Hickox, formerly director of Waxwork 1 and 2, correct, Jeff? Yes.
I know he did 2. I don't know if he did 1. Maybe he did 1. But yeah, you're right.
Written by Peter Atkins, who wrote the first Hellraiser, and Tony Randall, who directed the second, produced by Lawrence Mortorf. Is that correct?
Close enough.
Mortorf? Okay. Starring Terry Farrell from Star Trek as Joanne Summerkill, Doug Bradley, Pittsburgh native, as Pinhead Captain Elliot Spencer.
Not a native, but he does live there now.
Now that he lives there.
Yes.
Paula Marshall as Terry Dreamer, Cenobite, Skinless Sandy. Say that's a mouthful. Kevin Bernhardt as JP Monroe, Pistonhead Cenobite. Ken Carpenter as Daniel Doc Fisher, Camerahead Cenobite. Peter Adkins as Rick the Barman, Barbie Cenobite. Amy Lay as Sandy. Brent Bolthouse as the DJ Cenobite. Eric Wilhelm as CD Cenobite. Robert Hammond as Chatterer Cenobite. Clayton Hill as the Priest. Peter Boyten as Mr. Summerkill. Music by Randy Mealer. That is completely drowned out by the sound effects in this film. Cinematography by Jerry Lively. Edited by Christopher Sibeli. James Hickox. Distributed by Miramax. Released September 11th, 1992. Baby, this is Weinsteined up. Runtime of 93 minutes. Midgets. Budget of $5 million. Gross $12.5 million. In Chad, I actually can do it with this software.
All right, I see this. This is going to be great. Let's roll that beautiful beam footage, baby.
In Hellraiser 1, Clive Barker showed you his vision of a private hell. In Hellraiser 2, he took you on a journey inside the Inferno. Now, the terror returns in mankind's final confrontation with evil. And this time, it's going to be hell on Earth.
Great club. I really love it here. It's a great club.
Jesus Christ.
Not quite.
Just give me the box. Ready for your close-up? We're going to hell, ladies first. Relax, baby. This is better than sex. It's so good to be back. Clive Barker presents Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth.
Talk about Jason Goes to Hell font, huh?
I don't think I've ever seen that preview before.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. How's the first one that popped up for me?
That's a lovely preview.
What she said? or the TJ thing?
Both.
True.
Why not? Damn it, John.
Too much. Sorry. I don't
So
know
I
why.
think we can hear from an Australian fuck here real quick.
Yeah.
This is your DKB here back once again to fucking review these great fucking movies in the new year. And I just want to say a massive thank you for having me back again. Because this week we are reviewing a fucking favourite of mine. Hellraiser 3, Hell on Motherfucking Earth. Now,
I don't think that was the
very first
exact
pinhead
title,
film I ever saw.
but it was close.
But
That
not
might be the
only that,
Australian title.
It might be.
one of the
It
first
comes in there
films
somewhere.
that I'd ever seen with my brother. So this has created nothing but good memories. So every time I watch it, I think about those times. In saying that, we're not here to talk about that shit. We're here to talk about the fucking film in hand. And we'll start off by saying that opening scene, Dutch tilts, lighting, fucking head explosions. The kit and caboodle had me sold in fucking 10 minutes. You know, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. I will say, yes, there are some fucking minor plot holes in this film, but at least we're still getting an origin story as well. Set, past, present, potentially future. In saying that as well, I'm going to say that this had some very creative monster designs that serve under Pinhead in this film. It had maximum carnage, which I fucking love. But I will also mention the kick-ass fucking soundtrack. You know, this film has a fucking awesome soundtrack. Heavy metal introducing a classic cover by Motorhead. You know, now the lighting of this film is great. Especially there's one scene, the candlelit room with all the dead bodies. I think that is fucking sinister and showcased extremely well, especially with the shadow play of with the and this actually has a fucking hint of German expression films in this film. I will not be surprised if the director comes out and says German expression films inspired this in the cinematography department. But in saying that, the love for this film is fucking endless for me. I love it. And I honestly think it is the best in the franchise. Fight me for it. I don't give a shit. Gore N More score I'm going to give to you today is a solid 4.2.
Nice.
Okay.
4.2. So this is your DKB signing out. Wishing you a happy new year for the guys that are for the Gore N More guys, for the people watching. And in saying that, this is your DKB signing out. So I'll look forward to next week. Cheers.
He always gives a very colorful review, doesn't he, boys?
He
Love
does.
it.
He does.
Can we talk about how smooth the transitions are in this new software? This is fucking mint.
This is wonderful. This
This is worth the fucking money.
Is this your first time really getting to like honestly play with it?
Oh yeah, this is the first stream.
No, I know, but I mean, like, you probably don't even get to play with it too much.
Oh
like,
yeah, you can't do all this whenever you're without being live. So
it is.
yeah, this is great. So if the audio quality is the same or better or any different than the previous stuff, let us know. How do you feel about the new software? What would you like to see added? I mean, we will have an intro soon. We just got to make one that fits the new software because we have limitations. I wouldn't say limitations. We have things that are different than the last one. We can't.
Yeah, we just don't know what we're doing yet.
Yes.
we'll get it figured out like we always do.
You'll get that 2 sweet countdown at the beginning until we can get that figured out.
I will say I personally am noticing a huge difference in the video quality.
Yes,
There's
that
a
is
big difference right away. Like the minute I came in, just a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, I'd say we can get on with our feelings on this film. Actually, no. Let's run down the plot.
Yeah. So let's do that.
Yeah, whose pick is this? Technically,
Well, technically, it's a threequel, so
well, who did last week?
I don't remember.
I believe I did
That was
because
it, John.
yeah.
I think
Take
so.
it away, Chadwick.
All right. There is no good. There is no evil. There is only flesh. A nightclubber is dragged into an emergency room, trailing bloody chains hooked through his skin. When his body is torn as if by an invisible hand, a young television reporter, Joey Summerskill, witnesses the horrific event. Smart and ambitious, Joey sees this as a breakthrough story and tracks the victim's girlfriend, Terry, to a trendy nightclub called the Boiler Room. Terry reveals that the chains emerged from a small puzzle box, which is linked to a mysterious, intricately carved pillar that is the possession of hedonist nightclub owner J.P. Monroe. Contained within the pillar, Pinhead seeks to free himself from the sculpture and harvest human souls. When J.P. accidentally spills a few drops of blood on the pillar, he releases the imprisoned soul of Pinhead and unleashes hell on Earth.
I like it.
Nice. It's a very good description.
It sums it wonderfully.
Yes.
So, well, this was definitely my first time seeing it. And obviously, you gentlemen are all fans, to which you've fully admitted.
This is one of the films I didn't have to watch today. I was able to watch a couple days ago and just kind of like let it sink in because, you know, I've watched this so fucking much. I got a sweet Scarlet box set up there about it. I'll tell you what, man. This film, even though it's a huge departure from the previous two, can stand on its own because it cements the legacy of Pinhead. It's actually the first film in the franchise to actually acknowledge him as Pinhead.
Yep.
And honestly, it explores the lore of Cenobite just a little bit more. It gives us more than the original Thor than we see in the first two films. I think that it kind of gives us a bigger universe of this weird Cenobite world that Clive Barker created. And I love it. Like Brody said, the soundtrack's kick ass.
Yeah.
The characters are kick ass. The guy has some mean fucking vinegar strokes. All it takes now is a little sprinkle of blood. And apparently, if you're running away from the weird dude in the column, if he screams, "What?" or what does he scream? Stop?
He stop.
Stop. Yeah. You listen to him and you go back. So whatever. Yeah. Fuck. You gotta love it. You gotta love this movie.
Yeah, man. I like the first and foremost, I think my favorite thing was they brought in new Cenobites into it. And I like the style of them. They were definitely 90s-esque, dude, especially with the CD player guy. Or the disc jock. Yeah.
You got to keep in mind, Pinhead made these with just what he had on hand.
No,
too.
I know, and that's awesome. Like, I mean, the bartender was pretty sweet because he just was like straight up napalms all the time, which is dope. But I don't know, man. Like, they're all I just like the variety of them, and it, you know, new era. Or was number 2?
I wish we saw the JP one more.
I wish we saw all of them a little more.
Yeah. Okay. It would have been nice to see if they all had a little bit more than a minute of screen time.
You can blame that solely on this film being Weinsteined out to fucking back.
Why? What was his Cenobite? Like, I didn't kind of understand his whole, like, what the hell he got killed by.
Wasn't that
it was like rods.
Barbed wire.
No. JP was killed with like rods through the head with some gears on the end, but I don't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't supposed to be anything. Maybe it was just supposed to be rods and gears. I don't know, man.
Brody, you are right. The bartender was the writer of the film. That's Peter Atkins.
Oh, really? Nice.
Oh, okay.
That's actually in my notes too.
Molotov. I don't know what his actual name was, but so I just go. No, man. And
flatulent Cenobite.
I love that you get a full-on massacre. Like, I feel like that's what I've been waiting for.
Oh, yeah, that club scene's fucking dick stiffening. It's great.
Yeah, and it's like, you're a little upset because you wish you got more, but then they give you the pan through of the after effect. And I feel like that more than just makes up for it. Of like
literally, when I was watching it, all I wanted to do was let the bodies hit the floor.
What's funny is Pinhead showing up in that club really shouldn't be that weird because of everything that's going on already.
It was a
same fucking thing.
Yeah, like this dude shows up, and why is everybody like, oh, they'd be like
they're all fucking scared.
Yeah, and it's one of
they'd be cheering for the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Pinhead kills these people for no fucking reason. There is zero reason why Pinhead kills these people other than to fucking do it. And that's...
Well,
Okay,
They didn't open the box.
No.
Wait. Listen, keep in mind, this is literally just the evil essence of Pinhead without the soul of Elliot Spencer.
So he's just like rampage.
Yeah, this is just literally pure evil right there.
Like he's a tidal wave of bloodbath. Just wherever he goes, shit happens. And it was a fun movie. You got a lot more acting from actually him in not makeup form.
Yeah.
Nice.
He acts very well.
Yeah. I mean, we got it in the second one, and I'm glad they reminded you a little bit of the second one just in case. Like, it's been a minute. But they don't go too far into it, which I also like. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, all right, we're going to lose a lot of film here just remembering what happened. But dude, just even the war scenes, like the gore they give you right there.
Mm-hmm. If you the gore that you saw there is an unrated cut that's even worse. You see You see all sorts of severed heads and everything laying about in the trench.
Well, what the fuck?
The nightclub scene is bloodier.
Why can't we get the cool cuts, the unrated cuts?
Are they on TJ's disc?
It should be, and it was. The original Paramount DVD, the original Paramount DVD had the unrated cut, even though it said the R-rated cut, and the unrated cut was released on VHS. But after that, it hasn't really been seen in America for years.
No shit.
Unfortunately, I enjoyed this film just as much. Like I did love it, but me being me, I had little things that I guess it's safe to say I nitpicked at, and one of them was overdubbing. And sometimes the cut parts, like cut scenes, like certain things just didn't add up to me. And
you mean just like the way the scenes cut? And
like when it kind of cut, and then not only that, but what the ending where Joey's running.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, pick up the pace a little bit here, honey. You barely fucking moved. Like you should have been dead 5 times. Like so, little shit like that bothered me. But I did love the movie. It was gory. It was graphic. Pinhead was wonderful. Everybody was great. It just those little things that I nitpick at, and I'm like, I wish you had a little time for a little better editing. And
the camera eye one, that's my favorite because he fucking puts a hole right through that guy's head. I still feel like the things like the editing, like your problems with it, that's completely Weinstein right there.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's his interference. Yeah. But I remember when this movie was being made and they were covering it in Fangoria, and I was really hyped up for it, and I always felt that it lived up to the hype. I always enjoyed it.
Oh no, it certainly lived up to the hype. It's just those little things. I'm like, okay, I'll get over it.
Like the makeup work on the Cenobites was fantastic. That's why I wish it could have got a little bit more screen time because it seems like that money was just kind of wasted.
Yeah, like they all got kind of one kill.
Yeah. When I was watching
the entire budget is held off for the third act.
Pretty much,
I was wondering the whole time, I'm like, how are those Cenobites going to come back? And then I'm like, they started appearing as, I'm like, oh, brand new. Oh, that's fucking sick.
Okay, if there's one thing that I can really nitpick about, it's that fucking horrible matte painting they used outside Joey's apartment window.
Yes.
For the cityscape. That was horrible. Shit. Even by 92 standards, that was bad.
The matte paintings in The Thing hold up better today.
Mm-hmm. I guess it honestly doesn't. It didn't strike me, but once again, you guys have seen it multiple times to where I was just trying to like take it all in at once. But all right.
Yeah, I was watching it last night. I'm like, wow, that is a really, really bad.
The city looks like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it definitely has the
more
90s,
so than normal.
It definitely has the 90s feel to it more so than anything.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you see
Jason Goes to Hell font.
Which is kind of funny because that predates Jason Goes to Hell by a year.
Yeah. I think it was probably in production around the time.
Probably.
But just like, I don't know, her going into her house, dude, and like the crazy fucking shit on her walls and everything else. It was just like
that. Her apartment was the most 90s thing out of the whole.
Dude, that brought me right back like a fucking lasso. Just like
the wallpaper, the furniture, everything.
Oh, dude, it was just hard 90s. Like,
I would even say that might even be like late 80s.
Late 80s. Yeah.
Actually, you know what it was like? It was like early 90s Taco Bell.
There you go.
It's on early 90s Taco Bell. That shit was awesome.
And hey, they had it in Demolition Man.
I'm going to call it. Well, yes, but I'm going to call it right now. They're going to do some retro throwback where they're going to do that in like 10 more fucking years.
Oh, God, yeah. You're right. They will.
There will be some weird, like, I don't know, like how 80s was like for the 50s, but it was kind of its own style. I bet there's going to be like a weird 90s resurgence.
Yeah, because you're going to see
That
like
there hasn't been,
yeah.
but
Actually,
you're
I
gonna
think
see like a lot of like aqua kind of colors with like a bright pink neon overlay on top of it.
shit always laps every like 30 years. So I guarantee
30 years is coming up.
it is. That's what I'm saying, man. All those 90 babies just looking at that tornado.
Yeah, Brody, I noticed that too.
Also, real quick, the other thing that
I did
bothered me
notice
about that opening scene, how the fuck did none of them get a drop of blood on them?
Wait, you're talking about with the head explosion?
Yeah.
Why
Like
did
Joey
it look
was
like,
sitting there by the
There was no
door,
blood
like,
in that head explosion either.
can I
That's
ask?
what I mean.
Okay,
Like,
so
it's the little thing, those little.
was it supposed to look like concrete when it exploded, or was that just because of its like we're gonna explode the head, but we didn't have the blood effect?
That's what I don't know.
Because it kind of looked like concrete, and I was like, well, maybe it's going with something like, you know, with the statue and stuff like that.
Maybe.
But-
Who knows?
Could be.
Little, like I said, just those little.
That's where
things.
TJ would just like, you know, smack you on the side of the couch and be like, you're looking too fucking far into it.
And I'll be like, smack me in the head again.
Okay,
I could read it right now like he wants to just say it. Like,
Okay, so the scene we're talking about right now, what Brody said, this is going to be for the audio listeners. He said, the one thing that pissed me off about this film was after the head explosion scene, you still see the head still intact on the dummy. And that
Yes.
I did notice that because it's
When
right when
you're-
she's leaving the emergency room, you notice
yeah, and the
that.
door swings open. You're
Yeah,
just like,
because I'm like, wait, was that head on there?
it's all right.
But all right, now we're good.
That's fine. Listen, man, I want Hellraiser 3 stunt show. I want that whole third act Indiana Jones Disney stunt show style.
No, you know what I want? I want Cabin 13 to make a miniature version of the Pillar of Souls.
Yes. Oh,
I would buy
hell
the
yeah.
shit out of that. That and the green glowing thing from Prince of Darkness.
Yes.
You can make one with fleshlight inserts. You can call it the Pillar of Holes.
You know, I think we could get something going on here, guys. We get this between Cabin 13 and Project Ladder.
There you go.
The Pillar of Holes, baby. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, next thing you know, it'll be Pillar of Souls.
Hey, you know what? If it sells one, then fuck it. Worth it. Oh man. No, this was a fun movie though. I wish we got more bloodbaths, but dude, you know, it was awesome nonetheless. Like, you got a lot of different multi kills right in the, like, and then the fact that you see the dead bodies and how they were like, you know, potentially differently killed, and you're just thinking like, oh, what the fuck happened to her? Like, you know, and all that good shit. But all right, so we peek behind that curtain.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
All right, so the biggest issue in the film was the black mass scene, which was actually my favorite, which caused controversy in socially conservative North Carolina. Anthony Hickox had been refused permission to shoot in a real church, so he used a matte painting as a background for the altar. When the crew complained of sacrilege, Hickox told him it was no different than the countless Hammer horror films in which Christopher Lee as Dracula rampaged in churches.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Yeah. Like we said, this is the first Hellraiser to refer to him as Pinhead.
Yes. So
was he called that in any other ones?
Probably after. Who knows? I don't remember. I didn't watch.
I really don't remember.
I don't know. There's no good ones after this. So
I would say I'm enjoying this series with you gentlemen one at a time here, so I can't answer that.
yeah, we go to space after this. So
Yeah.
4 wasn't terrible. It had its moments, but after that,
What was the
hey,
wasn't
hold
there a
on.
new one, like,
Sidebar.
in
Did you guys see those
2016?
Ghostbusters leaks?
no, what?
No, but I
No.
do I want to?
Yeah, I'm
Can I-
wondering.
Okay,
Kind of-
so apparently the leaks are the afterlife takes place where Ghostbusters 2 never happened, and it was a fever dream that at the end of 1 they crossed streams and they all died, and part 2 is purgatory and them making their way back to the to the real world, and only half of them come back. So we start this new one with Dana having the love child of the gatekeeper of the Rick Moranis character and her, and then that's the kid in the family we see.
What? That she would be way too.
I know.
It would have to be the mom, and then that would have to be the daughter. That would have to be
sequels.
These are the leaks. I don't know if this is real or not, but this is what's being.
Wait. Did you get if you got these leaks off of We Got This Covered? It's fake.
No. it was somebody who said they saw an early screener and threw it up on Reddit.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. We all know they always wanted to do Hellbent.
Yeah.
That would kind of make sense. See, I figured that's where they were kind of going with this regardless. Like, I figured they were going to just try to, like, pull that shit off.
Knowing Aykroyd, he's been wanting to.
See, I don't know, though, because they said even the game was going to be canon. In the game, they have all the pack upgrades. So I'm almost expecting them to see those in the movie, at least, even like a pan shot of it.
At least once. At least once.
So, but at the same time, they never showed
that,
anything from Ghostbusters 2. So,
yeah, no,
it is
that kind of
possible. Like, oh man,
They said that's why there's no Ecto 1A.
Well, no, I always figured they just stored that at Ray's farm.
They said that explains it because they actually died in the first one.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
I hate the fact that they cut out the sequel.
Watch this come out and it just be a fucking retcon of everything on Halloween.
Dude, they are not going to. Okay, so here's the thing. They're not going to retcon. And sorry, listeners, I know this is a huge sidebar, but they're not going to retcon that first one because that's the whole, like, funniest part of how big that fucking explosion is. And then the fact that they walk away.
It's not
retconning.
even said that. Same as what they did with Halloween. They're like, okay, everything that happened in the second one is different than what you expect. It's not true. This is the new canon.
If they do that, I'd actually be kind of pissed.
Yep.
I would be too. I would,
because like I know as many people do not like the second.
And then there's like a scene in the climax
but...
where they go back and they find Spangler's notes and it like wraps everything up. And then they're like, "Oh, this is the solution. Oh my God, he knew all along. It was her kid, and it was weird." Yeah,
I don't know about that.
See, she seems like she'd be way too young.
Right?
Yeah.
Because she's like at 11. You're talking.
And that was 84.
Yeah.
Like how that timeline makes no sense.
No,
especially since these are like Spengler's grandkids.
What if this is her kids? This is like the love child's kids.
That I could kind of. I would. Okay. Yes. That's like I said. That would.
Because then that would be that way. Everything.
But. That'd be interesting. So would that? Oh, dude, would that be? No, because now I'm feeling like they're gonna like you're telling me the brother and sister are gonna be the gatekeeper and no.
See, here's another thing why I think that might be total bullshit. Because as much as they pissed off the fan base with the remake, I don't think they want to take it even further.
I feel like they're trying to make everything. I feel like they're trying to make at least the movies and the game canon. They didn't say anything about the comics.
No, they didn't.
Because that would just be too deep and nobody would know what the fuck that is unless you read them. But, dude, I hope not. I'm just saying I hope. That'd be a bad day. If that's what we got in the rewrites because of this, it got held back, I'd be so fucking pissed.
I'd walk out. I would walk out. Say it right there. I'd walk out.
So, Hellraiser 3, huh?
Yeah. Go back to bad.
Bad.
Thank you. Let me get this fucking bad taste out of my mouth. Hold on.
Okay, so, you ready?
Yeah.
During the sex scene between Amy Lee and the guy that played JP Monroe, she protested and having to appear topless. This was resolved by having him place his hands on her bare breasts.
Yeah. That was a hell of a scene, by the way.
So apparently a simulated sex scene is okay, but just don't ask her to show her titties.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that was sweaty.
Peter Jackson.
He wasn't doing much either.
Peter Jackson was asked to direct, but declined because he couldn't see himself directing such a serious horror movie. He liked the final product, but added that if he made a Hellraiser film, he'd like Pinhead to be whacked against a wall and have all the pins flattened into his face. He wanted to add some comedy to it.
That would have been.
I mean, I guess if you're going into the third one at that point.
We got the fourth one. Don't worry.
You said fourth is in space or no?
Part of it is like the opening and the ending, and
the only reason we're doing it is because Calzones is in it.
I remember us talking about that.
Calzone.
I think we watched something, dude, and he was so young in that, dude. It looked ridiculous. It'll be fun.
I want a calzone.
I always want a calzone.
Who doesn't?
Let that white goo out. Continue.
Okay, although the character of Sandy was played on screen by actress Amy Lee, the skinless incarnation of the character was played by a heavily made up Paula Marshall, who Lee did the voiceover screens. Okay. So Paula Marshall, the dark haired girl that was in it.
Oh, okay. She was delicious.
Was her name Terry in this?
Yes.
Yeah. After Joey sees the false news broadcast about the events at the Boiler Room Club, she calls Doc and tells him to turn to Channel 12. While Doc is switching channels, we see the cameo by the director Anthony Hickox, as well as a quick scene from his movie Waxwork 2.
Oh, nice.
Those movies are rad, by the way.
Can't say that I've enjoyed them.
Those are ones I've never seen.
Same.
I've always meant to, but never got around to it. Tony Randall was attached to direct, but the producers removed him after they became worried that his vision for the film was too bleak. Anthony Hickox replaced him after a mutual friend, Hickox's cast in Waxwork 2, suggested him. Clive Barker, who disliked Hickox's prior work, believed him a poor fit for the Hellraiser series, as Hickox was known for horror comedy films. When he met with him, Barker stressed that he expected Hickox to take the material seriously. Hickox, a fan of the series, agreed and used the first 2 films as a guide for the proper tone.
Tony Randall directed what other horror film that I've talked about before?
I know this.
It was then copied a week later after I talked about it.
That does not narrow it down.
No, it doesn't.
Amityville, 1992. It's about time.
Oh.
Hey, anyone want to take bets that within the next 48 hours, Bloody Disgusting starts talking about Hellraiser 3?
I'll put $10 on that bet.
Moving on. And Doug Bradley said, although he enjoyed working with the production and the crew, he experienced discomfort in some of his scenes. Early on, Bradley had to act within the uncomfortable Pillar of Souls prop where Pinhead is trapped. This limited Bradley's acting to just his face and voice. He also said the makeup from Hellraiser 3 was his least favorite. They changed the makeup, so they made it faster to apply and remove, but it had the side effect of making it more uncomfortable to wear. Bradley was also able to find an optician that allowed him to wear a prescription version of Pinhead's black lenses, allowing him to stay in character for much longer periods of time.
Fucking A.
Nice.
Anything to get the job done.
Oh yeah, and when he's the star, so you got to cater to him.
Yes, you have to.
Except for when it comes to the makeup, like no, fuck you.
This is cool. Okay, Tony Randall, who directed and co-wrote the story, completed the first draft of the story in 91. Many major elements remain unchanged from the shooting script, but the barbed wire and CD Cenobites didn't exist in the first script. The end of the screenplay has Pinhead and Elliot merge into one being, but following this, Joey makes a deal with him to be his willing bride in return for a successful life, which would have given a completely different ending and would have completely screwed up any future sequels that we got, which might have been for the better. Subsequent rewrites introduced the CD and Barbie Cenobites, Pinhead's depiction as Joey's father, and a happier ending. The setting was made unambiguously American, ending the first 2 films' tradition of mixing British and American elements. New World Pictures and Film for Futures. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied tonight. Production company owned by Clive Barker and Chris Figg held meetings about a third Hellraiser film even before Hellbound was released. Barker had originally intended for the Hellraiser sequels to focus on Claire Higgins' character Julia, which we talked about in the Hellraiser 1 and 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. But Higgins declined to reprise her role in a third film, and her character was killed off in later drafts of Hellbound. Other ideas included a story set in ancient Egypt, a follow-up to Hellbound in which Pinhead attempted to resurrect himself, and a building that functioned as a lament configuration, which, spoiler alert, is
the ending of the film.
It's the ending of the film, and it's actually shown in part 4 as well.
Oh. Okay.
Aspects from later 2 would make into the final script. During these talks, 20th Century Fox demanded extensive cuts to Barker's latest film, Nightbreed, an adaptation of his novel Cabal, following a misleading marketing campaign from Fox that promoted it as a slasher film. Nightbreed underperformed at the box office and caused Film Futures to go out of business.
No, Nightbreed is definitely not a slasher film. While it
Yeah,
does
no
contain a slasher,
I remember.
The only reason the Decker character exists at this point.
And I actually remember the TV spots and everything that tried to promote it as a slasher film.
Yeah.
If you watch the Cabal cut, it's one of Barker's best films. I'll stand by that.
I enjoy it. Like,
It's been a while since I've watched it, but I do agree.
I haven't seen it. I've only seen the original. I haven't seen the extended or the Cabal cut. I really want to see the Cabal cut.
I think I saw the extended on Prime.
Yeah. I've sat through the whole 2.5 hours of Cabal. It's
nice. Okay, and finally, Clive Barker declined an executive producer credit, criticizing the film's ending and low-budget effects work. After Miramax became involved, Barker says Weinstein asked for his honest evaluation of the film. Barker reiterated his criticisms and, at Weinstein's urging, came in to fix the film. In Barker's account, he was the one responsible for Farrell's bondage scene at the end, additional scenes of extended gore in the nightclub massacre, and the CGI when Lee's character is skinned. Regardless of the extent of Barker's involvement in post-production, it was now enough for him to accept an executive producer credit, and the film was given a Clive Barker Presents banner. Additionally, Barker promoted the film alongside Candyman.
Oh, no shit.
Yep, same here.
Well, thank God for... God, I don't want to say thank God for Weinstein, but thank you,
Clive Barker. Thank you, Clive Barker.
For doing what you do best.
Weinstein, go fuck yourself. You ruined Astia Argento.
This was also the first film by Dimension Films, and the first true horror film to use CGI effects.
Okay.
Shitty.
All right.
Oh yeah, it was in '92.
There was.
When did Lawnmower Man come out?
94. I found 95. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
There is one more thing I wanted to add to your behind the scenes because Brody said it before. The song at the end is Motorhead performing Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he said it's a cover.
That's not entirely true.
He's right and he's wrong.
Because
Ozzy did the song on his No More Tears album, but the song
they co-wrote
is written by
No, it was written by both of them.
More Lemmy than Ozzy.
But they co-wrote it together. That's why they both have a version of it.
Yeah. So it's Ozzy's song with his writing credit. So it's a cover of not really a cover.
I think the only reason it could be considered a cover is Ozzy's version came out first.
There you go.
But not by much.
By a year, not even.
So, is that all you got, Chad? Is that all Chad's got?
Yeah, that's all I got. And I'm kind of torn as to which version of that song I like better too.
I like
his voice fits it better.
I think so too, because that's the one I'm most familiar with. That's the one I've heard first.
But nothing against Lemmy's rendition.
Folks.
All right.
That's half a Gore N More for Motorhead, half a Gore N More for Ozzy. Yeah. So, Johnny, you got a question?
Oh man. If you could pick, what kind of Cenobite would you be turned into? If Hellraiser
Easy, a microphone Cenobite.
Yeah, it would be pretty easy for you.
Wrap my head in guitar strings.
Ooh.
Like wrap me up in guitar strings and pieces of it hanging off of me.
You wouldn't be dumbbell Cenobite?
What's that?
You wouldn't be dumbbell Cenobite?
Put that in too.
Guitars. I feel like I would have to be a bubbler.
You like what?
A bubbler.
Machetes.
Bubbler Cenobite.
Yep. That has like a bog stuck in his fucking head.
Yep. Like you just rip them apart and you just shove them in there and it just smokes them and just. Chad, what do you think?
I don't know. To be honest, I mean, I guess mine would kind of be like a variation of the CD Cenobite, but they'd be like PlayStation 4 games. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. The PS4 Cenobite.
PS4 Cenobite.
Ooh. Brody.
Nice.
Punching Cenobite.
I think that fits in perfectly.
So wait, would he be punching cunts or would he just be a giant cunt?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
All right.
These
Well,
are questions we need answered.
By the way, how great was that picture that Brody shared this morning?
Oh,
What people think life's like in Australia, and what life's really like in Australia.
wait. Which one is it? Because I've seen. Was it the
go
one
back
with
and look
Obi-Wan?
again.
It was the what?
Was it the one with Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going back.
Cunt. That is, dude, and that literally is Brody. It's like, hey, look, it's little Brody.
Where we watch this at, boys?
Prime.
Oh, yep, Prime as well, sir.
Prime. Yep. Sorry, I'm going back to look at the photo again.
Hey, Chad, you said that it's just the rated cut.
That's what it said, but I think it had like a little bit more gore than the rated cut. I know it's definitely not the full unrated cut because the full unrated cut.
We're looking at 97 minute. Hold on. 97 minutes for unrated and 93 for theatrical.
And the full unrated cut has a topless scene where it shows the first time they go into the club and Armored Saint is playing. The one blonde girl that's like on top of everyone else, she takes her top off.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I didn't get that.
That's something that should have been in the film because I feel like all Hellraiser films should have heavy themes of sex.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
Well, I mean, I don't see why not.
Is anyone there? Yes, we are here.
Yes, we're here.
We're here.
Milo.
Well, we're here physically, mentally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
haven't been here for a while. Douche of the movie, motherfucker, is JP Monroe coming at you.
JP.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Didn't perform
Okay,
well.
now the hard question, the hard one.
That's what she
Favorite
said.
kill.
Oh, dude. So many.
You know something? The girl getting skinned, pulled into the
that was a good one, dude.
I liked that. So I'll go with. There's too many, but I'll go with that one. That one's mine.
The skinning's cool. I like the dude that gets the CDs. It's pretty
I
rad.
feel like I like the head punch through with the camera Cenobite.
Yep. Time for your close up.
Yep.
I think my favorite was the double impalement with the chain going through the one guy and into the girl.
Oh yeah, that was like kind of a long, quick cut through the
Yeah,
through the mat.
We call that chain cucking.
chain cutting.
Yeah.
That's a new thing. Now watch. You're gonna go on Pornhub and it's like, what the fuck?
Pinhead's full bull mode.
Milo, if you listen to the
Doesn't
Rabbit
exist,
Hole
by the way.
podcast, episode 3, I believe there is a interview with Robert Englund. Yeah,
I was about to say, you forget the name there.
my mind went blank there, but yeah,
Doo-doo. It's all
this is
right.
not the show to do that. Continue. Go on. Favorite, best scene for me. That whole explosions. The whole Weinsteined out third act, the fucking
You mean the Michael
Oh,
Bay
dude, that's a
shot?
full stunt show, bro.
yeah, it's fucking rad.
It was pretty like
Stunt show.
it. Tell me it wasn't, please.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. If you watch, that was literally the third act of what was the one you guys reviewed? I wasn't here for. Deep Rising. Like
Yeah.
that was a fucking
Oh.
stunt show. You know what I mean, dude? Like, but I'm gonna have to say when he comes in the club, man, and just murks everybody, and then it ends with the blood under the door. It was a nice like fade out to it. You just hear the screams and chain whipping. You're just like, oh, what's going on in there?
Good shit. That's what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to go with the scene in the church, the whole sacrilegious part of it.
Yeah, that head tilt's fucking rad, bro.
Actually, yeah, I will agree with Chad on that. That is, yeah.
So
That's
I was really hoping the priest was going to end up eating that and then turning into some other like kind of Cenobite. And
That would have been cool.
I was just thinking, I'm like, what the fuck is he going to turn into, dude?
Oh, I'm trying to think of the most sacrilegious thing to be turned
Oh, an
into.
upside down cross going through his fucking forehead.
He just turns into fucking Epstein. He's like,
Or you just have him turn right into the devil himself.
Guys, opening scene.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
5 minutes in and already we have exploding heads. Talk about good head game.
There we go.
right?
Yeah, no comment
Exploding concrete heads.
Best tits, hottest girl, best dick. JP Monroe's good to look at. Kind of a douchebag though. Terry Farrell can't go wrong, baby.
Yeah, Terry was delish.
I have two. The main girl and Terry. I like them both.
A pedophile Cenobite, that's just Ned Flanders, baby. Keep
I don't
going.
know. I got to go between the girl Terry and the chick that JP was banging.
She was really hot too. And can I just say, I love her one line, but you gave me a rose.
And
tomorrow night, like
somebody else another one.
And I was just, yeah. And I was just like, man, this is literally The Bachelor before The Bachelor happened. Yep. I'm going to give it
No
another
wonder where they got the show from. But
yeah, right.
There you go. There you go.
Terry. So Joey and Terry, those are my girls.
Yeah, dude, Terry. And normally I would have to say JP, but I'm gonna have to give it to the camera guy just for the mustache. He had the little handlebar.
For best dick, I got to give it to the bartender.
Bartender. Oh, the guy who just had the random flaming drink as he flipped around.
I mean the dude is wearing a tuxedo. He was
styling
profiling. That's true.
Fucking A.
He had that drip.
So the next two ones are pretty easy. Score set the mood, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Whatever we heard of it underneath those explosions.
Best song? Must we say it?
Absolutely Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Okay, favorite character.
Pinhead.
Can we change favorite character to favorite Cenobite for this one?
Yeah.
Pinhead.
Ooh.
I like
Still
the
Pinhead.
Still Pinhead. All right. If I had to go, I guess now new original one, camera eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I like him. CD guy is cool, but the camera guy.
Also, can we mention all the Cenobites are all old technology? They're all dated now.
Right.
Yeah, they
Where's
are.
the VCR Cenobite, dude?
I will kill you with my standard definition.
No, we need an 8-track one.
Yeah. I think I got to pick the CD Cenobite. I thought he looked pretty cool.
I mean, dude, that dude definitely died in one hell of a way to become that Cenobite too. What do you get?
Yes,
6 or 7 CDs in the face?
That was sick.
See, I was kind of hoping he was gonna spit them out instead of just
What's a modern
take
one?
them
It
and
spits
throw 'em,
USB
but-
drives.
What's that?
Modern one spits USB drives.
It
Yeah.
would have to be a selfie camera.
Yeah.
It takes a selfie with you and it sucks your soul into the camera. Oh, fucking.
As we know, most people have done that already.
Favorite character.
Favorite Cenobite? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with camera guy for me. He just, I don't know. I like the weird tubes and shit coming out of his head.
Bobby, you give us a character for Cenobite?
Yes, I said the camera guy. I mean Pinhead, but then as new because they were original.
Pinhead.
Okay.
The camera eye.
Okay. Fair enough. Chad?
Oh,
Was it scary?
Was it scary? Not really.
Not for us. Actually, I don't even think it would be for.
Now the first film's terrifying. This one's not so much.
Yeah, actually, the first two I could say, yeah, you get some good scares. This one,
this is early '90s Miramax slasher horror film.
Yeah,
this one's a gore fest, which is not a bad thing, but not scary.
You don't get a skinned person developing over the movie.
Depeche Mode demos. That's what it was, Brody.
TJ, this is Miramax horror before Miramax ruined horror with Scream.
There you go.
See, I liked.
What do we got? 3 more years after this?
Milo, if you're talking
95?
about
3 or 4.
Tobin Bell, we can see if we
94?
can contact him on the Rabbit Hole Show. So moving on.
Where? Yes.
Does it hold up? Absolutely. It holds up fucking great.
Yeah.
Fucking
And
It holds up great, but man, you can really tell it was in the 90s.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It is dated.
if it was edited much better,
The
when I said
CGI,
earlier,
the CGI in matte paintings cheapen it so fucking hard.
If there was a lot better editing and then certain pacing
Again,
and cuts,
Jason Goes
then
to Hell,
yes.
made a year later, right? All practical effects looks fantastic today. There's no reason. There's no reason for it. No.
Okay, but think about it. Jason was a bigger franchise at the time than Pinhead was, than Hellraiser.
Yeah, you're talking 9 versus part 3.
Yeah.
And they just acquired.
Yeah, but you're talking about a $2.5 million budget compared to $5 million. So, just saying, guys.
Wait, this was 5 mil.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jason Goes to Hell at 2.5.
I can't actually confirm that that's 5 mil because it's not listed anywhere. So I Googled it, and the one thing popped up saying it was 5 mil. That could be adjusted to today's dollars for all I know.
Fair enough.
But like Box Office Mojo, Rotten Tomatoes, nothing had their budget listed.
Motherfuckers.
So I'd say this is probably the last Hellraiser film with good acting, I could say.
I'd have to take your word for that.
Chad?
For the most part, except for, and you know, it goes the blonde chick that JP was banging. She was a horrible actress. She was really bad.
She was.
Yeah, but that's why they were just like, you know what, you're just gonna be naked.
Oh god,
And,
what is that?
Is that at Brody's house?
Is that a spider?
Yes.
That's fucking huge.
He says,
That's
look
what
at the size of this little cunt.
That's what Brody eats for breakfast, dude. Fuck that.
Nope.
I don't want to live in a place where deer want to fucking box you. You know what I mean? Like,
Shout out to all our listeners on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. If you're new to Gore N More and Project Louder, welcome to the shit show.
I keep forgetting we're on Twitch tonight too.
Yeah, that's new to me.
Everywhere.
Sweet. But yeah,
Well, TJ.
acting was all right, I would say.
Yes.
Now your
Yeah.
favorite. Did you like the cinematography?
Oh, boy. Okay, so
Here we go.
this was not as good as the other previous films at all. This is bare minimum bullshit. This is one of those films that just kind of did enough to get by. There's no shots in this where you're like, holy fuck, this is pretty cool.
That is true.
Yeah. It just, like, the pacing's ass. So I'll say that because the editing's ass, and that can all be attributed to the producers of this film. I think that, yeah, they could have done better, especially for a franchise that is artistic as this.
Sadly, I think one of the best shots in the entire movie is the very last shot where it shows the lobby of the building, and you see the whole thing is just a big lament configuration.
That was cool.
I loved that shot.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
That's very similar to the Leviathan shot in Hellraiser 2 when we get the full scale matte painting of the Leviathan. Yeah.
Yes. So wait, question. You said that building was actually, they do have that building in the fourth one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Kind of. A little bit.
The person that it turns out the architect of the building is a descendant of Lemurchan, the
Calzone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's a descendant of the guy that made the very first Pinhead box.
Oh.
What about that premise, motherfuckers? We like this?
Oh,
Now
yeah. Love it.
I
Yeah.
actually think it perfectly. I enjoyed that.
The soul gets stripped and he becomes even more
How about
evil.
they waited to explain where the fuck the pillar came from?
Yeah, right?
Really waited for that.
And then they give us a half-ass thing that it comes from the mattress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked completely different in number 2, but it was like, here it is.
They're just looking for another reason to get Pinhead out of the mattress. Well, out of the box, really. And into something that's more accessible? So all it took was a rat head this time, so.
And only 2 deaths to get him out of that thing. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot more.
Yeah, like the first one where he's rebuilding, it's like 5 people.
It's like Nightmare on Elm Street 4. It takes dog piss to get Freddy back. It fucking takes
a dog pissing fire. Get it right.
Dog pissing fire, and it takes a rat blood to get fucking Pinhead back. You know what this is? You know,
I fucking forgot about that shit. Dude.
I'm gonna officially call the early '90s the cheapening.
Oh,
yeah.
cheapening.
You went from a dog to a rat.
By the way, I don't think it was the rat's blood. I thought it was his blood.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
It was actually
both are fucking rats. Anyway, recycle, rewind, or remake. We're going to rewind.
Let's rewind it.
Rewind it.
Yeah. As many problems as I have with this, it makes up for.
It's fun. It
is what it is, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
still. You know what time it is? It's time to write this motherfucker. Bobby Alone. What do you give it?
3.9.
Chad.
I'll give it a 3.75. The badly dated matte paintings and bad CGI hold it back a little bit.
Big Johnny D!
I'm gonna go with a 3.4, sir.
And I'm gonna give this a motherfucking thing about 4.0 divided by 4, and we got a Gore N More score of 3.7.
Not bad.
I actually think that's very fair for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, but I think it's fair.
That's very fair.
All right.
Hellraiser 3. Hell on Earth.
Hellraiser.
That was at one point part of our intro at the very early days.
It was.
Yep.
Dude, can I just say before you guys brought me on, I used to love your old intro. Dude, like, oh my God. I got all those songs stuck in my head after the third or fourth episode, dude. I was just like, holy fuck. It's good shit.
Early Project Louder stuff is definitely genuine. I'll say that. I hate my own work, so I'll just say that.
That's a Patreon exclusive. Go listen to our old.
Yeah, Bobby. You know what else goes along with this delicious network? Bobby, could you move that mic just a little bit? Or maybe move your chest over a little bit?
Yeah, how about some sweet word from our sponsors?
I can't do that. I don't know how to do that yet.
We're going to sponsor right here. Gore N More t-shirts over at TeePublic. Get over there and become a sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex just like the rest of us. And if not, you look like shit.
I thought he literally, dude, he was like this. I thought he was going to do it. I thought he was going to do the whoop.
I can't. I'll put the headphones off.
Fair.
That's literally the other thing holding him back.
Yes. Now, if we do this in person, I'll pull up.
Oh, you cunt.
Oh, shit.
You want to know why you look like a drop pie? Well, that's because you're not wearing any Project Ladder merch, you fucking goddamn lousy son of a bitch.
I guess we
How
can.
about you do us all a goddamn favour? Park up, pull your fucking head in, visit the website over at projectlouder.net, click on the merch tab, and most of all, tell yourself you're sick of looking like an asshole. Grab some of that merch, treat yourself to a nice cold frothy, and start being the mad cunt we both know you truly are before I stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Cheers, cunts.
Hello there, creepy ghouls. Do you like spooky things and horror movies? Then Cabin 13 has the stuff for you. Check out their selection of horror-themed props, pins, busts, action figures, collectibles, and more. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to visit cabin13.com and buy something, or I'll kill you.
Marcio Charlie's Horror Costume Studios. Premium hand-sculpted latex masks, busts, and hoods. Everything is handmade and painted by Marcio himself. Be sure to check out his wide range and selection of products over at Facebook and Instagram at Horror Costume Studios.
Oh, hello. Do you know about Project Louder? Well, let me tell you. Project Louder is home to 16 of the finest podcasts a nerd could possibly procure. They have a show for everyone. Whether you're into horror films, modeling, comics, 90s kid shows, or that weird tentacle-filled subgenre you search for at 3 in the morning. So head on over to projectlouder.net and treat yourself to something truly exquisite. Oh, truly.
Graveyard Classics. Horror-themed tees and posters, professional in-house screen printing, and Giclée prints. Powered by Death Style Art and Graphics. Go see what you can dig up over at graveyardclassics.net.
Come on down to Mass by Lance. Premium Friday the 13th custom-made hockey mask. Down there in Tennessee. see by Lance McKinney. Find him on Facebook and Instagram over at Masked by Lance. Go order one now, boy. Yee-hoo!
My goal by the end of the year is to make actual commercials for each of those.
Okay, TJ, I just messaged you to tell you we have a problem. I'll just say it on here. Our next episode next week is supposed to be Dawn of the Dead.
I just noticed this actually, and
I can't find it anywhere.
No,
YouTube.
I'm
Dead.
get
YouTube?
out of here, really?
Hold on.
4K copy on YouTube.
Wait,
Really?
Which
What
Dawn of
the hell? The original.
Oh,
Type it in.
DVD, I'm good.
1970.
Yeah, I got the DVD too, but you know,
Well, you know-
a lot of our listeners might want to know where they can see it too.
Buy the DVD.
Dawn of the Dead.
This is one of my favorite films of all time, by the way.
Oh yeah, 1978 extra long
Damn.
version.
Oh, extra long version. Wow.
Yeah, baby.
That would be
2
the
hours,
can-
2 hours, 34 minutes, and that 45 seconds.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
Well, I know where I'm watching it. All right.
Next week's gonna be pussy popping, baby, and I can't wait.
It's going to be a good episode as always.
A very good episode.
Yeah, man, I haven't watched 78's version in a long ass time. So
Same.
it's been nice.
John, we need to do zombie makeup. Full fucking gray, fucking Dawn of the Dead zombie makeup.
Oh, we gotta go gray style. That's right. I was gonna say we can't go. I was gonna say I got a bottle of blood. I could definitely go over blood, but that's different.
Grayish blue. They had a little bit of a bluish tint to them too.
These are early. These are the best zombies.
Maybe I'll go with the smushed pie on the face.
There we go.
Yes. Dude,
Bobby,
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
If you have a leather jacket, you could totally be Flyboy.
I do have a leather jacket. I have two leather jackets.
Do it.
So I'll throw it on. Just remind me. I'll throw it on.
So, gentlemen, I will tell you, not that this is necessarily Gore N More or anything, but it's more of do-back discussion. But I did finally start watching The Mandalorian.
I started watching Guy.
Yeah?
Shit's so fucking great.
I'm all 3 episodes in so far, and I gotta say, I actually really fucking enjoy it. I dig the full Western style and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
When we're ready, we'll bring it back.
Right? Hopefully.
I feel like we should mention this because of we reviewed Tourist Trap almost about a year and a half ago, but Tanya Roberts passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And the funny thing is, I saw the guys from Box Office Banner talking about it on Facebook this morning. And I was just commenting on it. I was literally typing out, I didn't know she died. And right as I finished typing that, it came up on the news that she died.
Oh, shit.
I see.
Damn. Boy, the box office on that shit.
AKA Midge from that 70s show.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
I also saw,
I believe.
I also saw MF Doom. I don't know if you guys know who that is or not, but if you ever watched Adult Swim, you heard him a lot. But he actually just passed. MF Doom. If you ever watched
familiar.
They advertised him a lot on Adult Swim back in like the early 2000s and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, he passed too. He's not that old. He's about I think like early 40s maybe. So, but
saying that, take care of yourself, be healthy,
yes.
And if you're up to it, wear a mask.
They did point out that Tanya Roberts, her death was not COVID related. So who knows what they didn't say what it was, but it was not COVID.
But to go on TJ's
Scuba Steve, get better, bitch.
Yeah, Scuba Steve, feel better, please.
You pale son of a bitch, Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
the world needs you, Scuba Steve.
And speaking of math,
I'll kill you myself.
Go to our merch, and every shirt we have, you can get in mask form.
Yes,
so,
you can.
yeah. You want to rep Gore N More, you want to rep Project Louder, you want to rep the Comics of Kaijus.
You got a Project Louder mask, don't you?
What's that, sir?
You got a Project Louder mask, don't you?
I do. Yeah. It's in my car.
Fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody ask you what it is yet?
I've had a few people.
Yeah.
And most of it started as, what's that? Is that your podcast? I'm like, no, my podcast is part of this, though. And then it goes on from there, obviously. Yes.
It's everything you want it to be.
That's what I'm saying, man. I got to wear that with either my Gore N More shirt or my comic shirt or my Kundi shirt.
Or your birthday suit. Or you just wear it with your birthday suit.
That would be, just go to TeePublic and search Gore N More. Should come up.
Yeah, speaking of the comics and kaijus, guys, that was a nice little DC discussion we were having today. I couldn't really chime in too much because we're getting in trouble for using our phones at work. So
fair enough.
I know. I definitely fell behind really fast on that one. I stepped away from it.
As soon as you start talking about the DC, it's like it blew up.
I mean, I love the Marvel and DC, but all of a sudden I saw the thing. I'm like, I'm lost. Okay.
I was keeping up as best I could, but I was just like, oh shit.
Oh yeah. No, I was trying to get. But no, I was trying to get them to. I'd like them to review the Thanos Imperative at some point because have you ever read it, TJ?
I haven't.
It's pretty much H.P. Lovecraft with superheroes.
Okay,
it's really cool.
Project Louder is very heavy DC these days, with people that like it. That just might be because of the people that are left in the company.
I mean, I'm not, dude. Listen, I like Marvel too, but I enjoy DC as well. So
yeah. I mean, the Comics and Kaijus boys are doing great. They just did a new episode. What was it? Yesterday?
Saturday?
Sunday? Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Whatever day it was.
They did what movie was it?
King Kong versus Godzilla.
And they did Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great discussion. They do a lot of talking about some pretty crazy shit that happens in Flashpoint. And if you're a fan of that, the comics in DC, that show's for you, man.
Is the audio version up yet?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay,
but you can still find it on Project Louder's Facebook page
and YouTube,
yes, as well.
Now, question: is anybody familiar with Twitch? Do videos stay on there, or is it only by a stream basis?
I feel like it's by stream basis, but I could be wrong. I'm on there and I follow a couple people, but it just pops up on their stream, and I've never actually gone back to see if you can look at their old streams and stuff. But
doesn't Tisa do stuff for on Twitch?
What about Hannah?
Hannah
Hannah does.
Hannah does a lot.
She would be our.
She changed her name recently, so I can't even plug her handle. I don't even fucking know what it is now.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I noticed.
Something different now.
No shit.
Yeah, so you said Dawn of the Dead next episode, George A. Romero's classic. I should go to the mall this week and record an intro for you guys.
Ooh.
If you have time, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Something like the Bloodhook episode, but Dawn of the Dead themed.
Right. That'd be awesome.
Probably don't put music this time so we don't get copyright pulled. That way people can still enjoy it. But
right.
Yeah, speaking of Bloodhook, I feel like every time that we talk about the hottest girl now, I need to add on she's hot, but she's no Bev D.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
She's no Bev D.
I'd honestly like to put Casey Anthony against Bev D for worst mother would be ever.
I think Casey Anthony would still have the edge.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
She didn't feed her kid to a bear.
Bev D didn't flat out kill her kid.
That's true. She's just straight up reckless.
Yeah.
Reckless endangerments, I guess.
She was just hungry. She was just hungry for that dick, dude.
my favorite part of that is jogging for dick.
Literally,
that was the best line.
She's rolling for cock in the woods.
Roaming the woods for some rod.
At least she's honest.
Yeah.
That's why the shorts are so short. She didn't have to take them off. Just flip them to the side.
And leaving the kid by the fucking leg.
Oh, Bev D, what a slut.
What a slut.
Winnie the Pooh will watch him. He's good.
Well, I think that's all for this week's episode of the Gore and More fucking podcast. Catch us next week for our review of Dawn of the Dead. This is your host with the most, DJ Bowser, the Lady Arouser. I'll see you next week. Stay frosty.
Yeah, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Christman, saying, see you next time, bitches.
This is your big, fluffy, big Johnny D saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan, saying, I'll kill you later.